So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking about the big 25GB plus update for ARK Survival Evolved on the Xbox One, PS4 and the PC. This is probably going to be one of the most exciting days ARK has had all year, so I cannot wait to bring you guys this video. And if you are excited about it, smash that like button guys. If it's possible and we could hit over 1,000 likes on today's video, that would mean so much to me. Make sure to be subscribed as well if you don't want to miss out on all of the content coming your way, because this is such an exciting week for ARK. This video is going to be everything that we found out about November the 7th, which is the update day, all put into one video, so I hope it helps you guys out, and let's just get straight in with things. So if you saw my video a few days ago, you would have seen the second teased creature that is coming to Genesis Part 2, March 2021, and it looks like it's a small little creature, but when you scroll down, we found out that it had actually destroyed a survivor with full tech armor on. Now, this kind of got a lot of people thinking that it could potentially be some sort of shapeshifter as well, just like the Ferox, and I think it's got to be if it can take on a survivor with tech and being that small. It kind of looks cute but scary at the same time, so this is now the second creature on from the one that got released 2 months ago. Well, not released, but it got teased 2 months ago, which was like the alien sort of dragon saber-tooth looking like creature. Now on November the 7th, not only are we going to be getting a 25GB update, but we are also, well, 25GB plus update, we are also going to be having the Extra Life Charity 24-hour stream, which we are going to be finding out so many more Genesis Part 2 reveals, teasers, and so much more. And we're probably going to be getting some form of gameplay. Now, both the update and this event is the same time, exactly the same time, November the 7th at 10 AM PST. So you have to download your ARK update while watching the stream at the same time. Now, it's probably going to take a long time for a lot of people because, as I said, it's expected to be a large update. On PC, you're probably going to have it a bit smaller than console. That's just the way things are. Maybe between 15 to 18 gigabytes. I don't really know. It still might be quite big because there is so much coming. Now, we're going to talk about the update first, and then we'll come back to the stream, which is obviously happening on the same day. So, for the update, it is called, as a whole, it's called Tender Loving Care 3, and the reason behind that, this is where there is so much tender and love and care coming to creatures and the whole game in general. So obviously we are getting new breedable creatures that you guys may have seen. The spider is going to be breedable, the bat is going to be breedable, the moth is going to be breedable, the scorpion is going to be breedable, the arthropleura is going to be breedable, the mantis is going to be breedable, and also something else is the mighty wyverns are going to be breedable as well. Now obviously they gave us a sneak peek picture here of some of the early gameplay of what it looks like having your own little baby creatures. The spider's going to be quite cool. The arthropleura are so small, it's weird, but I think out of all of them, the mantis looks the coolest. So there's also going to be quality of life changes to some creatures within the game. The Giga is getting a reduced maturation time, sorry, I always get that word wrong, by approximately 15%. So total growth is around about 10 days. The Diplo is going to be increased base health from 33% from 190 to 250.3, increased movement speed when ridden by 25%. The Thyla is going to add a slow draining bleed to its basic attack. The Giant Turtle, or the Mega, is going to have a reduced depth requirement for breeding so that it can be bred on other maps. The Wyverns are obviously now breedable apart from the Zombie Wyverns, and there is a slight stat rebalance now that they're breedable to bring them in line with Crystal Wyverns. The Megalodon has had quite a big buff, so obviously it's reduced aging times to match the Giant Turtle, and it also has a bigger pack bonus, which damage reduction and damage increase per pack member within range, and it also has added a bleed to its basic attack, which pretty much makes sense when you think about a Megalodon or just a shark in general. With its teeth, this bleed attack has needed to be in for a long time. The Jerboa has had a waist increase. They don't want to be doing that. A weight capacity increase from 55 to 120, which matches the Bulldog. The Anki, increased metal weight reduction by 10%, so obviously from the total reduction of 75% to 85%. The Doa, you can now turn when rolling with it, similar to the Genesis race mission. And finally, with the creatures on that sense of things, it is the Basilisk, which is going to have, now it's going to have eyes, which again is quite cool when we talk about it. On the whole of things, you guys would have seen in my other videos, the Stegosaurus and the Mammoth are getting a full TLC revamp. You would have seen that in some other videos, like I'm sure you would have. If you haven't, then make sure to go and check them out. They're going to look a little bit different, and they're going to be a little bit more powerful or more useful in the game. So that is the full things to do with creatures. We're getting a new feature, which is a taming HUD, as you would have seen on the thumbnail. Use the interactive taming hub to monitor your unconscious wild tameable creatures and keep the track of the following of the creature's gender and level, taming and unconsciousness progress, taming effectiveness, current health and food status, distance from your location, and an option to track specific creatures via in-world waypoints, which can be hovered for an over-screen overlay displaying additional information. Now, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best things Wildcard have done in a long time. If you're someone that's played ARK for a very long time like myself, you will know losing your tame has been something. Obviously, you don't, when you know the map very well, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but obviously when you play a new map, or you know, you're not as familiar with a map, you can easily lose your tame. And with new tracking and knowing how far away you are and knowing a lot more about your tame, it's going to make it so much easier building towards obviously your empire and making sure you have all the tames that you want. So I feel like out of all of these, the current health and food status is great, so you know it's not being attacked, and you know it's safe. The effectiveness is pretty cool. The unconscious progress is awesome, so you know that's not going to be waking up, and you just feel safer knowing that you can move distance from your tame that is knocked out, well, your potential tame, and you know that you can get back to it within time, which is brilliant. So there is some boss element reward increases. So element reward from the island bosses has been increased by 100%. Element reward from the center bosses have been increased by 100%. And element reward from Scorched Earth has been increased by 50%. There's a new turret radius setting, which is a new feature coming. A quick and easy way to update the settings of your nearby turrets within a radius. It's set to currently match official server turret limit radius, but players can also toggle viewing radius on and off. The current functionality it supports as the follow. So the ability to set a pin code to all turrets within range, ability to copy settings to all turrets within range, and the ability to copy settings to pin coded selected turrets in range. The settings which can be copied are power state, range, targeting, and warning. We are anxious to get these community requests and quality of life improvements into your hands. The Tender Love and Care 3 update launches on November the 7th on all platforms. We realise the TLC patch releasing at the same time as the Extra Life event is less ideal for players. So to compensate, we'll be I don't know why I'm getting this wrong. We'll be extending the duration of the Extra Life boosted rate so everyone can enjoy the boost. So, which leads us on to, guys, the next part we were going to be talking about is the rates. So obviously I made a video, my last video was talking about how we have the potential of official servers to get ×12 rates on all platforms. Now they have actually, because of this, like, you know, mix up of like the event and obviously the update being at exactly the same time, we are now going to be getting the ×12 rates a little bit more on from obviously the event. So normally these rates just last for the 24 hours of the Extra Life charity event, but by the end of the event they're going to give us extended time. We don't actually know how much so far, but obviously if you want to get involved and you want to obviously help reach this target of 150,000, because this is for a great charity which supports sick kids, make sure to do so. What you will see on your screen right now is my goal that I have set myself for my stream, which all this money goes towards a Wildcards charity, as I am part of the Studio Wildcard team. I would love it if we could actually reach the 1,000 target. This will be happening all in the stream, so if you want to get involved and donate right now, just before the stream starts, then obviously the link to mine will be in the description down below. So far, we've had $35 raised, which is fantastic. I've put my first bit in, and I will be keeping on doing that throughout my stream, which is on November the 7th. So make sure to do that if you want to support an amazing cause. This all comes to us November the 7th. It's going to be fantastic. 2 more days left of the ×2 breeding and harvesting tame and XP, as all like the normal evolution event for Fear Evolved, as that update comes to a close in 2 days time. It has been a great event, but overall, an exciting time for ARK Survival Evolved. I really cannot wait to see what is in store, not only to try out all of these new features, which is coming our way on the same day, but at the same time, I cannot wait to see what's in store for Genesis Part 2, which is now, when you think about it, it is only 4 months away. And you may say 4 months and think that's long, but when they first announced it, it was a whole 7 months away. And we'll announce the release day and stuff, and we're only 4 months until we will be getting our hands on the final paid DLC for ARK Survival Evolved. Smash that like button, guys, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you in my next video. See you guys later.